Hello, it's Tuesday the 7th of July 2020. Today I'm leaving Carcassonne and continuing my journey to the French Mediterranean coast. Today I'll have to come off the Canal du Midi cycle path because I want to head to a town called Lesignan-Corbière, because there are a couple of campsites on the Canal du Midi according to Google Maps, but there's no websites, there's no information about them, not very much on the internet. So after the campsites at Dom, I'm sort of careful about going to a campsite unless I know for certain they're open. So there's a campsite at Lesignan-Corbière. There's also a big supermarket and some woods nearby, so in case that one would be shut, I've got somewhere to spend the night. So today I'm heading to Lesignan-Corbière. Then tomorrow I'll be heading on to Narbonne. Just approaching Lesignan-Corbière now. There's vineyards everywhere, so definitely this is the heart of wine country in France. I've just arrived in the centre of Lesignan. This is the 13th century Église Saint-Félix. I'm a bit early actually, I made quite a good time getting here, so I'm just going to go to the supermarket and then head down to the campsite. So this is the department I'm in now. I think it's pronounced either Aude or Aude, but I'm just left Carcassonne, just arrived in Lesignan, and tomorrow I'll be going to Narbonne. So that's the most southerly point of my trip to France. After Narbonne, I'll be heading northeast to Béziers and then onwards to Sète. This is the centre of Lesignan. It's not really a touristy town, it's just a very quiet, sleepy place, but it's got a supermarket and a campsite, so it's a good stopover on the way to Narbonne. I've just arrived at Camping La Pineda, I think, something like that. It's the municipal camping at Lesignan. I would say this is a great campsite, but the ground is absolute concrete. It is solid. I just cannot get the pegs in at all. So I've had to use a clever combination of trees, bicycles and stones in order to secure the tent. Well, I've managed to get it in, and reasons like this I always carry a good air mattress with me as well. But saying that, they've got a nice little restaurant here and you do have some shade, so it's not a bad old campsite. But it's great if you've got a motorhome or caravan, but if you've got a tent, bring some heavy duty tent pegs and a mallet. So I'm going to go to the restaurant now and have a coffee. So a nice cup of coffee for €1.40 at the campsite restaurant. Wednesday the 8th of July, another coffee to start the day, and I'm off to Narbonne. I noticed one of the tents near to me last night was one of these pop-up tents. It's like a self-erecting tent which they use at festivals, and I thought that's a good idea because I don't think they need any pegs, or maybe a couple. So maybe I ought to get one of those for a French campsite so I don't have to worry about trying to get pegs in the ground. Today, if I wanted to, I could actually reach the Mediterranean, and that would complete my coast-to-coast cycle ride. Because Narbonne is quite close to the sea. There's a little town called Narbonne-Plage, a few miles after Narbonne, with some campsites. But I'm going to definitely get to the Med in a couple of days' time. I'll reach a small town called Marseille-en-Plage. So I'm just going to just cycle to Narbonne today and stay at a campsite there. Just arrived in Narbonne. This is I think this is the Bishop's Palace. I'm just going to have a look around and then I'm going to head for my campsite, which is just to the southeast of the town. I think the cathedral is just behind the Bishop's Palace, so I'm just going to have a look there now. Just arrived at Camping Les Fleuries, I think it's called. Another nice little campsite. It's quite shaded, very quiet. I forgot how much it was. I think about 12 or 13 euros, something in that region. And it's got a restaurant again, so got a cup of coffee when I go over there. So I'm going to listen to the radio now and plan my route to Béziers. That's right, I'll be going to a campsite in Béziers tomorrow, and then after that I'll be cycling down to Marseille-en-Plage and I'll be finally seeing the Mediterranean. So good night. Thursday the 9th of July. Today I'm heading to a campsite just on the other side of Béziers. I think this weekend it might start getting busy on the campsites because I think Tuesday is Bastille Day. It's the French national holiday, and that's when the holiday season here really starts. So I might have to start thinking about camping in the woods a bit more often because some of the campsites may start getting full now. So I'm planning to, after Sète, I'm heading towards the Camargue region, and then I'll be heading north through the Rhone Valley. And there's a lot of forest. sort of on each side of the valley, so I'll have to sort of start planning my routes to go through the forest if the campsites are really full. But I think today and tomorrow should be okay. Another nice road with a very nice hard shoulder for cyclists. Just entering the département de l'Europe. I'm just heading into a town called Colombier, and this is where I get back onto the Canal du Midi again, and the canal path goes all the way through Béziers and then straight on towards my campsite tonight. Just arrived in the centre of Colombier, so now it's just following the cycle path for about another 9 miles to my campsite. Just a couple of miles now from the centre of Béziers. Just arrived in the centre of Béziers, so I'm just going to do my usual plan. I'm going to have a look around the old town, then look for a supermarket, and then I'm going to head off for my campsite. On my way to Camping des Berges du Canal now. Just arrived at Camping les Berges du Canal. So I've got my tent up and now I'm going to go to the restaurant and have a coffee. And this is the very nice snack bar at the campsite where I'm planning my route to the seaside tomorrow. Friday the 10th of July. I'm off to the beach today. So today I'm arriving at Marseille-Plage, where I'll see the Med, and then it's just a few miles further up the coast to Sète, and I'll be staying in Sète for 3 nights. So I've got to get stuff for the bicycle and plan my trip and so on. So it'll be nice to have a little break. And it's a very nice seaside resort as well. I've just arrived in Agde. I'm just going to have a quick look around the town centre before carrying on along the coast. Heading towards Marseille-Plage now. Just approaching the seaside now. Just arrived in Marseille-Plage. Now it's just an 11-mile cycle along the coast to Sète. Getting quite close to Sète now. It's on a large imposing hill overlooking the sea, so it really stands out. I'm looking forward to going up to the top of Sète tomorrow. I think it's going to be a really good view. I think it's going to be a sunny day tomorrow. Saturday the 11th of July. This morning I'm going to have a look around all the tourist attractions of Sète, and the first place to start is at Mont Saint-Clair, where there's a very good viewpoint of the city. Nice handy signs for people walking to the top. This is the view from Mont Saint-Clair. It's 175 metres above sea level. The Mont, it used to be an island, it used to be separated from the land from France, but over millions of years silt has flowed down from the rivers, and so it's joined to the land now. It's a very flat area, there's a lot of marshy lagoons and so on, and we're not far from the Camargue region, and that's where the Rhone River flows down into the Med, and that's a very large marshy region, very flat, so easy to cycle on. Also on top of Mont Saint-Clair is La Chapelle Notre-Dame de la Salette. So this unusual looking chapel, well, it was consecrated in 1864, and it's where a 17th century fort once stood, and they've integrated a piece of the bastion into the design of the chapel. So I'm going down to the old port now. Sète is a relatively modern town. It was built in the 17th century at the same time that the Canal du Midi was built, because this is the most easterly terminus of the canal. I think there's a couple more connections further west along the coast. I think Béziers is connected to the sea by the canal, but they built this especially for when the canal was built. This is the Saint Louis lighthouse, and this is a view of the harbour from the lighthouse. Well, I'm off back to my Airbnb now to upload my video and plan my route back up north. After Sète, I'll be heading to Montpellier, where I'll be spending a couple of days, so I'm looking forward to that. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope to upload another one soon. Bye!